Have you ever smelled something so powerful it could just transport you, carry you thousands of miles in a single moment? Well, this is the story of Hilumur, a tradition that tastes exactly like home, no matter where on Earth you are.
So our story kicks off in a place that probably looks pretty familiar. A nice, quiet, suburban house in North Carolina. You know the kind. Neat lawn, big windows. Looks just like every other house on the street.
But the second you step inside, everything changes. You're in a whole different world. There's a group of Sudanese women all dressed in these beautiful, vibrant, traditional clothes. The entire room is just buzzing with laughter and stories. And, oh, this incredible aroma that's warm and rich and totally new. And taking it all in is a young girl named Maria. She is absolutely captivated by the colors, the sounds, but that smell? It's something else. It's sweet, it's spicy, and it feels like it's holding some kind of ancient secret. She's watching real magic happen, and she just has to know what it is. So Maria goes right up to her mother and asks about that amazing smell filling up their friend's home. And right there, with that one simple question, she unlocked a journey, not just into a recipe, but into a story that ties generations together. Her mother just smiled. "Oh, that's not just any smell," she told her. "That is the scent of Ramadan arriving back in my home country, Sudan. What you're smelling is the story of a drink called Hilumur." And with that, Maria's lesson began. She quickly learned that Hilumur, which is also called abre, isn't something you just whip up in a few minutes. Nope. It's a cherished art form, a whole ritual that takes time, incredible skill, and a whole lot of love. You see, it all starts with something called tazrit, which is a process where they carefully sprout sorghum seeds. Then comes the secret weapon, a totally unique blend of Sudanese spices, which gets mixed into a dough using wisdom that's been passed down for generations. And then, the most important part begins, the awasa. Now, the wasa isn't just about cooking. It's a huge community event. Women, friends, neighbors, they all gather around this big, hot griddle called a saj, and with this amazing skill, they spread the dough into these paper-thin sheets. It's a time to connect, to share stories, and to work side by side to get ready for the holy month. And as they cook, that unforgettable smell, the exact same one Maria smelled in North Carolina, starts to drift through the streets. In Sudan, this is the signal everyone waits for. It means family, it means reflection, and it means the holy month of Ramadan is right around the corner. But what is it that makes this drink so incredibly important? Well, it's way more than just a recipe. Hilumur is literally woven into the fabric of Sudanese culture and history, especially when it comes to Ramadan. For so many Sudanese families, sitting down to break their fast during Ramadan without a glass of Hilumur or abre would just feel incomplete, like something crucial was missing. It's no joke. They really do call it the king of Ramadan drinks. And the story behind this royal drink? It goes way, way back. So let's hop in a time machine for a second and head all the way back to the 1860s. The legend says that a woman who lived in a town called Berber in northern Sudan actually discovered Hilumur by a happy accident. Through her own creativity and some tweaks along the way, what started as a mistake turned into the beloved Ramadan tradition that people cherish today. So you see, every time someone makes Hilumur, they're not just following a set of instructions. They are carrying on a legacy. It's a direct line to their parents, their grandparents, and every single ancestor who came before them. It's basically history in a glass. So as Maria's listening to this incredible story, that whole scene back in the North Carolina kitchen suddenly makes perfect sense. It wasn't just a bunch of women cooking. No, it was a ceremony, connecting them to their home, to their past, and most importantly, to each other. All right, Maria has learned so much about this amazing tradition. So, how about we see what we've learned with a couple of fun riddles? You ready? Okay. First question, what is the name of that special Sudanese drink that fills the air with its scent and lets everyone know that Ramadan is coming? I'll give you a second to think about it. If you said Hilumur or its other name, abre, you are absolutely right. Fantastic job. Okay, next up, what do they call that final, super important stage where the women all gather to cook the thin dough on that hot griddle? And the answer is awasa. That's the heart of the whole ritual, the part where everyone comes together. For our last little challenge, take a look at these 3 steps from the process of making Hilumur. Can you put them in the correct order? Take a moment and think it through.
And here is the correct sequence. First up, you have the sprouting, or tazri. Then you mix in those special spices. And finally, it's time for the cooking, the awasa. Look at that. You're all Hilumur experts now.
All right, back in that quiet North Carolina home, the moment has finally come. Maria is handed a glass of this cool, dark drink. She takes her very first sip. And in that one taste, she gets it. She understands everything. It tastes like spices, like history, like family, and like a beautiful story that connects her life in America all the way back to her roots in Sudan. Because what Maria really learned that day is that your identity isn't just about where you live on a map. Sometimes it's a tradition. Sometimes it's a memory. And sometimes it's a scent that you carry with you, right there in your heart, no matter where in the world you happen to call home.